Now, to keep this in the realm of being somewhat realistic, considering the fact it is a video game, I'm going to be going over 20 features we may be getting with the actual mansion. Some of them already confirmed, others highly speculated, but let's go ahead and dive right into this right now. Number one has already been confirmed, helipads with our mansions. So finally, we're actually going to be able to have an actual house, mansion, and alongside the mansion is going to be a helipad where we can go ahead and land helicopters, just like a lot of other places potentially. But a lot of other places are like big buildings, like the CEO office, the agency, the casino, and other things like that have helipads. So we're actually going to have mansions with a helicopter pad so we can be living the rich life up there in Vinewood Hills in Los Santos. Moving on to the next. Number two would be a garage wing that's going to be located alongside or actually within our mansion itself. Meaning we are going to be having multiple floors of 10-car garages. So we're hoping somewhere of like maybe 20 or 30 brand new car spaces, considering the fact that the last Money Fronts DLC did not offer us any brand new car spaces. So hopefully, just like the nightclub and other businesses, mainly the nightclub's got multiple floors there, and like the Boulevard Garage or something like that. Yes, cars! We need more car spaces, Rockstar. Moving on. Number three is going to consist of an outdoor infinity pool. What does that mean? An Olympic-sized swimming pool, probably the biggest swimming pool known to mankind in Grand Theft Auto Online. At least we hope so, because we plan on doing huge parties, inviting our friends over to check out our brand new mansion. Well, there's only going to be 3 locations, so they probably most likely bought one of the other 2, or they bought the same mansion, and you got yourself a brand new roommate. So from there, it's a win-win situation with the infinity pool. Number 4 is going to be a must, which is going to be customizable interiors. Hopefully more customizable than we've ever had before. I want to be able to buy different couches or something like that, which is speculated, something that we're going to be able to do in what? Grand Theft Auto 6? Like actually buy furniture, which would make Rockstar, have us spending our money a lot more on useless things. Like you're going out, oh, you bought that couch? That's the couch you bought? We're just needed interiors to be able to look dope and be able to change them over at like the high-end Eclipse apartments like that. Let's move off to the next one. Number 5 is going to be private home theaters, and I would bet money that we're definitely going to be getting one of these. Yes, over just like at the casino penthouse apartment, we have a home theater over there. I don't think anybody ever uses it. I have one. I think I've stepped in there a handful of times just to look at it, and I'm like, yeah, I got a movie place. They don't put new movies in the game, but I bet you that's coming into the game. Number 6 is gonna have to be a must here, which is gonna be a brand new vault room and or a safe that is going to earn money somehow AFK like we already have in 6 other businesses in Grand Theft Auto Online. Although granted, we have to do some of the things to get some of the safes to fill up, but a lot of the majority of the businesses, like the nightclub safe, that can fill up AFK. Also your casino safe, that can fill up AFK. And over at the agency, there's another safe over there. So just imagine a vault room or something that spectacular maybe coming into the game, along with some sort of safe that will earn us money passively AFK. Number 7 sounds realistic. Your own private shooting range. I believe there's only one business in the game that has their own private shooting range that we can gain access to after purchasing a bunker. And then on top of that, it's going to be a modification over at the bunker to where we can have our own shooting range. You can test your own guns and basically have a lot of fun doing that, shooting weapons at your mansion. Sounds awesome, right? Cool. All right, number 8. Think of this idea right here. AI security that you could purchase to patrol your mansion and be on your team. So if there's any evildoers like bad guys or people that didn't own the mansion and they came into like your area, these NPCs would automatically start shooting at them, trying to defend you and your mansion itself. It actually sounds like a really cool idea once you start raveling it around inside your noggin. All right, it's mind-boggling. All right, let's move on. All right, number 9. How's this for a fried slice of gold? How about a gate that is privatized only to open for owners of that mansion? Well, there's probably going to be a lot of people that own the same mansion as you, considering the fact that it's only been leaked that there's only going to be 3 mansions coming into the game. But regardless, a gated like thing that only lets you in, that would be really cool. You know, considering the fact that you could just use a Mark II oppressor or up and atomize yourself possibly over the I mean, it still sounds cool, bro. It still sounds cool. Whatever. Let us know what you think down in the comment sections. Now, number 10 might go alongside the actual helipads themselves, but it's called a helicopter concierge. Now, what does this mean? Well, we have it in other abilities. I think it came out way back with the facility. Yeah, in like 2017 or something like that. You can go up to one of your little staff members there, and you can actually request one of your helicopters that you own that's located inside of your actual hangar itself. So just think about that, which would be pretty cool. Instead of just having like one helicopter, we could have one other helicopter that we have inside of our hangar, call it up like a buzzard or something like that, and move across the map at our discretion. Now, number 11 is going to be something else that I would bet real life money on that I know that we're most likely going to be getting with the Mansions DLC, and that is party mode over at our mansion itself, which is the ability to go ahead and throw parties, inviting all the players over there that are in the lobby, potentially for a big PvP battle outside your mansion, and a whole bunch of NPCs. Now, this is already an ability that we're able to do over at the casino. If you guys have never thrown your own party, it costs $20,000, which is, I'm not really sure why you'd want to do that, but hey, it's pretty fun. I did it. I spent the money. Maybe you should think about doing it too. Now, number 12 also sounds pretty feasible of an idea, which is going to be wing upgrades for our actual mansion. So if you guys didn't know, like, you know, the left wing of the mansion, if you ever heard anything like that, because mansions are so big, they're called wings for some weird reason, because that's what rich people decided on when they were in their mansion. And they're like, no, we should call this the left wing of the mansion. But there's going to be potentially upgrades, and we're talking about maybe a gymnasium, maybe your own personal sauna and haircut person, just like over at the casino. Maybe other things too, like a workout room, an art room, maybe things like a wine room. We don't really know exactly yet, but it sounds interesting. Number 13. All right, tell me if this sounds cool or not. Now, we know that some of the stuff that's implemented into Grand Theft Auto 5 is almost like a testing ground for what they're doing over in Grand Theft Auto 6, right? So with that being said, one of the things that's been speculated that we are going to be finally getting is the ability of working out in Grand Theft Auto Online. So like our own personal gym, we're talking a treadmill, we're talking lifting weights, and potentially a boxing dummy that we can box or something like that. Maybe something that would be implemented into the game early on just to test it before Grand Theft Auto 6 actually gets here. Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on that situation down in the comment sections below. Now, number 14, bet me money, because I guarantee you we're going to have these two things right here. A huge clothing closet, right? Yeah, it's a mansion. We're going to have a gigantic clothing closet, and on top of that, we are going to be having a gun safe where we can go customize our actual loadouts in the actual game itself. And then on top of that, potentially maybe an ability somehow of being able to purchase armor, kind of like we're able to do over at the agency itself. All right, moving on. All right, moving on to number 15, which we're crossing our fingers to get a whole bunch of garage space. On top of the garage space, hopefully also, we're going to be having our own mechanic, our own ability of customizing vehicles with like every upgrade known to mankind, weaponized, Anami tech, anything that's in Los Santos. We should be able to have the ability of doing that over at our mansions, considering the fact it's a fucking mansion and we're probably going to end up spending like $25-35 million on these things. With all the bells and all the whistles, we definitely should have a customizable situation when it comes to cars at our mansions. Now, number 16 is going to be a gigantic interactive backyard itself, meaning the party is not just going to exist inside the mansion, but is going to spill out into the backyard with a lot of different activities potentially that we're going to be able to do back there. Not really sure exactly what that means, but one of the things too that we should be able to do, speculated at our mansion, is host car shows. So what does that entitle? I don't really know, but a backyard with a gigantic car show and everybody could pull up with their freaking luxury vehicles sounds absolutely amazing, with the backdrop being what? Los Santos. Now, number 17 sounds like another highly probable speculated things that we will be getting, which is a panic room underground in our actual mansion, which is going to be a safe place, which is we're going to have access to security cameras, which is going to give us feed to outside of our mansion to let us know what the lowdown is going on there. And then also on top of that, potentially access to some sort of security system to help you know, get rid of other players that might be camping around our mansion and or, yeah, kind of like calling maybe a buzzard attack helicopter or something like that. Maybe the mansion itself is going to offer more than our minds could possibly imagine. Now, number 18 is going to include some sort of limousine service, kind of like the casino has and or kind of like the agency. When you call up Franklin's SUV, we have these things in the game, and also there's helicopters that we can call up too, not necessarily with the casino, the agency, but basically, you could call these things up and they will take you where you want to go and traveling across the map. So that's most likely going to be another feature with the brand new mansions. All right, moving on. Now, another feature that we're most likely going to be getting with our brand new mansions is a whole bunch of NPCs that are going to be working for us. I'm talking about a mechanic inside the garage. We're talking a bartender ready to serve us up drinks any time of the day and or night. We're talking like after the parties, who's going to clean that shit up? It ain't going to be me. So that means we're going to need a cleaner to be able to come in and also clean up the parties and other stuff like that. So just think like staffing over there. Now, last but not least, we're on to number 20. Number 20 most likely is going to be contract related jobs, missions, and or mini heists, kind of like what the auto shop itself offers, and or like the casino has a set of missions. A lot of businesses has their own little set of missions, and I can almost guarantee that the mansion is going to be the same thing. Now, with the flatbed truck that has not been released yet into the game, and at this point, it's not going to be released until the actual DLC gets here. So with that being said, the flatbed trucks and potentially flatbed truck of high-end delivery missions may be coming into the game alongside with the actual mansions itself. Kind of like something that would have to deal with the bunker. You go over to the bunker, they got that truck there, you make a delivery, you get like $50,000. So anyways, from there, guys, these are 20 features. Some of them we will be getting, most definitely. Other ones are highly speculated. So let us know what your guys' thoughts are by leaving a comment down in the comment sections below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go check out more videos. My name is GRAVESIGHT, and thank you all for watching and supporting, and I will see you in the next one. So peace!